Shalia, and welcome back to
Figuring It Out Later.
Let's do that again.
Hey,
Hey there, we're back.
we're back talking about frustration again. Girl, don't we all have it? How do you deal with it? And how should we deal with it? What do we do when everybody got something for you to do or needs you or just don't do what they're supposed to do?
What are you getting on your nerves?
No. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
They just getting on that one nerve that you just can't take. How do you go about and get free from the problems of other people, which normally causes most frustration? Yeah.
Or it could be situations. It could be like, you got this bill that's due and you don't have enough money.
Yeah.
It could be that your roof needs to be repaired, or the guy that repaired it didn't repair it right. It's all kind of different types of frustration.
Different types of frustration.
So how do you deal with that? How do you work through that?
Yeah.
Well, for me, sometimes I pass the test, but most of the time I do not pass the test.
Hey. I think that's a testimony that we all have.
Yes.
We do not handle things the way that we're supposed to be, because sometimes it's just a reaction. And then when you get down, it sounds like when Shalia get against the wall, she come out fighting.
Come on. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Yeah, that is
For real.
not my reaction. I will leave the presence of the frustration and lock the door and get in my own. I will find a corner and get into it, or a room, or another house, and go there until I feel like you can handle your own stuff and leave me alone.
Right.
Man, is to leave me alone. So, everybody deals with frustration different ways in their own way. And, some of it is just our flesh reaction.
Yeah.
But what are we supposed to do?
I think this is the scripture I'm going to go to. It is Peter when he saw Jesus. But Jesus told them to go on to the other side in the boat, and I'll meet you over there. Jesus came walking on the water. And Peter said, "Is that you, Lord? If that's you, Lord, bid me to come on out there."
That's good. Yeah.
And so Peter started walking on the water, right? And then he started to sink. And so I think it may not directly relate, but it does to me in this sense. Because when Peter took his focus off of God and started looking at the storm, because the enemy sent the storm, right? And he started to sink. And see, that's how I feel sometimes when frustration is swirling around me, circumstances and people opinions and things are just happening. I take my focus off of God. I take my focus off of the Lord and His promises for me.
Yeah.
And I have to remember that God does not lie. So when Jesus said, "Come on out here, Peter," and Peter started walking, he took his focus off of him. And see, the enemy, the devil, will use frustration. He'll put you in a small space so that all you can do is take your eyes off of Jesus and put your eyes up on the frustration, on the storm, and you start to sink.
Yeah.
And you start to do things that, right. And it's fear. It's a fearful thing when you start to drown in frustration or bitterness. Because, for me, I can be very bitter when I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
And it grows in me, and it becomes a force of its own self.
Yeah.
And I don't want to live like that anymore. So, it's hard because one day I might get it right. The next day, I'm going to flunk the test. Big time.
That's good, because, I flunked the test a lot. I don't like frustration, and I have had those moments where you get all of that ball of frustration, and then one person comes along, and then you put that whole weight on that one person that might not even have that big of a problem, but it's just the timing is bad. So what we're discussing today is kind of what to do when you get there, because you because trials are going to come. The
Yeah.
Bible said, the Bible did not say we were going to live trial free.
Right.
Trials are going to come. But what do you do when they do come? And frustration is a trial. It's a trial to overwhelm your mind so you can't think about anything else. It's a trial to get you in a place where you might or would sin because you're angry.
Right.
It's a trial to get you out of your mind, or out of who you are in God to do something bad, or for the devil to just completely frustrate you. And because some people I know are frustrated to the point where their lives stop. They get so overwhelmed with the cares of the world that their life stops there.
Mm-hmm.
And they just live hiding behind not trying to feel frustrated.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
That's true.
yeah.
That's true. Because you maybe you're waiting to live when everything is resolved.
Right, when everything is resolved, you looking outside of the thing, and you won't step out of the ark because you scared, and everything. You're waiting for things to resolve itself, but God is trying to resolve something in you.
Well.
But you're so frustrated you can't see that.
Right. Because the trials are there to make us stronger.
Yes.
It's to
Build-
shape us.
Build character.
Yeah.
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 And if you just keep avoiding them, because I am an avoider of trials. I hate them. I don't like when they come. I don't like having to handle them. I'm better, but there was a time in my life where, girl, shoot, that stuff would just, I would just sink all the way down. But they are come to build you up. Because once you get over trials and you go through them and you get over them, you become a little stronger person.
Right.
So the next one won't hit you so hard.
Right.
But if you avoid them all the time, then they're going to always hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then God can't build you up into who he wants you to be, because he wants you to be that person that is an overcomer.
Yes.
That's who we are supposed to be.
Yeah.
We are overcomers.
Amen. Yeah.
So he wants us to overcome these trials and build, and constantly build up. That's how one way to build up your holy faith is to overcome trials. But this subject is just too good, I guess, because we know a whole lot about it. Frustration. So we will end it right here, and we'll see you guys next time, okay?
Bye.
Bye.